Hello guys, this is Becca. I am here to let you know of something that I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to do it this coming July, next month. I was watching videos and I came across, well, I didn't come across, she's one I watch all the time, but Just Donna Maria is her channel name. And I will have her link in the title of this video. I was watching one of her videos and she was sharing that she was going to do the July Junk Journal Challenge. And so she told who was doing it and left the link, you know, so you could get to the person's channel. So I said, you know, oh, and Donna was sharing all of the things that she had done, you know, gathered up. Well, she showed that she didn't show them every one, but she showed she gathered up some stuff. She showed that she had the list, and then she showed the journal she made for the challenge. So I said, you know, that looks fun. I even commented and said, that looks fun. So I decided to go over to Lee Creates, which is Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. I will also have Lee's link in the title of this video. She is the one that's created this July Junk Journal 2025 challenge. And so I watched her video where she was telling about it. And she said it's supposed to just be fun, stress-free, nothing, you know, demanding. She tried to make it easy. We're only doing it 4 days a week, 5 days a week, I think she said. And we have the weekends off, that there's no prompts to be done. And it goes through day 23. Actually, it's the 31st of July, but there's only 23 days that you're actually, you know, doing the journal. So there's a prompt for the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then the 7th through 11th, and then the 14th through 18th, the 21st through the 25th, the 28th through the 31st, and that makes 23 days of working in your July Junk Journal. So I said, you know, I want to do that. I'm going to try it. If I don't finish it, you know, at least I've made an effort. So the first thing I did was made my list. I went on, well, actually Lee has it in her description, the list, so I copied and pasted so I could run it off. And so I have my list here. I put at the top, and now she has 2 hashtags that you use. One is July Junk Journal 2025 and hashtag JJJC. And then you will tag Lee at Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland, which comes out to be at Lee Creates. And then I've put Donna's link there because she's the one I first saw it from. So once I got I didn't run my list off yet. I just, you know, copied and pasted it on my documents. And so then I started thinking about what book am I going to use to do my junk journal, July Junk Journal. And I thought I had some books made up, and I do, but they had a whole lot more pages in them than what I needed for this journal. So I pulled out some junk mail that I had collected, and some scrapbook paper, and I have made my junk journal for the July Junk Journal 2025. So this is scrapbook paper here on the outside. This piece here I had to piece together because my scrapbook paper was only 12 inches, so I had to piece it together, which is fine because I used a different pattern and it looks like, well, you know, I did intend for it to be that way because that's the way I chose to do it. But I took a little strip right here where these two papers met. I took a little strip and covered that seam there. And everything inside is from junk mail. This whole, the front and the back cover, all the way to here, was a piece of junk mail. And that is what gave me the idea for the flap. It was already folded like this in the mail. This junk mail was. And so I said, you know, that would make a great cover for a junk journal. So I just glued my scrapbook paper because I wanted it to be pretty on the outside. I glued my scrapbook paper onto the piece of junk mail, and that gave me my cover with the little flap for my junk journal. But I counted out my pages. I'm going to decorate the inside cover here, and then this will be my first page for, you know, for day one. And so I counted it out for 23 pages, and I'm just doing it one-sided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, these are shorter pages, but that's okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So I'll just decorate these because 23 goes to right here, and then I'll have these two extra pages. Or either I will kind of make, I was thinking to make this kind of like a title page and let this be page 1. Then that would put this as 23, and I would just have to decorate the back cover. That may be what I do. So I took out my binding thread and everything, and so I punched my holes and put my string through there, my twine, and made the binding for it. And then I had a lot hanging over, and I found this charm as I was looking for things to collect for the junk journal, you know, to work on the junk journal. I found this charm that someone had gifted me, and I don't know who gifted it to me. I'm so sorry, I can't remember, but I thought this would be awesome. And so I tied it on my jute string, and then I was thinking, what am I going to do for, you know, to close it? What am I going to do for closure? So then I decided with my string that's hanging over, I brought it up here and tried it, and sure enough, I left it long enough that I can bring it over here and tie it in a bow. And I'm not good at tying bows, guys. My fingers don't work good, and I can't feel those strings good enough to grab a hold of it. There we go, I got it. So I thought that would be perfect for the closure, just to bring that jute string around and tie my journal closed. So this is my journal I made for the July Junk Journal 2025. That's my list, and then I gathered up some things. I'm not going to show you everything. I just threw some things in here that I felt like I was reading over the list here, and things that I seen that I could pull up right at hand. I pulled them out, and so I'm not limited to this. This is just what I found right now. As I'm going, I'll pull out, you know, other stash things that, you know, I can use. Lee said she didn't want us, you know, to have to buy anything. She wanted us to use what was in our stash. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm excited. So go over and check out Lee at Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland, which comes out to be at Lee Creates. And go check out Donna at Just Donna Maria. I will have both their links in the title, so you can just click on it. All right, guys. I'm excited to work on this. I hope you will come back and see what I do each day in July for my junk journal. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will talk with you later. Bye.